Woo! Tough one for me. Tough one for me. Even at my very best, I still don't deserve the grace of Jesus Christ. I still not deserve to get into heaven. I can't punch my ticket to heaven through my own self-righteousness. It's impossible because I'm not righteous. Only Jesus is righteous. And the problem that I have is that I see so many people out there telling people, hey, stop living that sin life. Hey, you need to stop sinning. Let me tell you something. There ain't no man that's suicidal that you're going to tell him, hey, stop living that sin life, that it's going to help them. There's nobody drinking themselves to death that you tell them, hey, just stop sinning, that it's going to help them. There's no woman out there prostituting to feed her kids that you tell them, hey, stop living that sin life, it's going to help them. There's no drug addict about to stick a needle into their arm or smoke some drugs that if you tell them to stop sinning, that it's going to help them. But what will help them is if you tell them about Jesus, if you tell them about love, because it's the righteousness to change is not in the judgment from you, but it is from the love of grace of God, of Jesus Christ, that he came down and lived a perfect life for us, right? So if you think that you're living a perfect life, that you could tell somebody else to stop sinning, stop judging them because they sin differently than you. Because I guarantee you, I don't care if you're Joel Osteen, T.D. Jakes, who you are, if I break you down, I guarantee you I could find evil in your thoughts. I guarantee you I could find evil in your heart, right? Just because they sin differently than you, they might be drinking too much alcohol, but you might be just consuming too much sugar. Yeah, you might be destroying your vessel. You might be destroying your temple just in a different way. Your thoughts may not be pure. You might not be holy, right? You might have selfishness and greed and laziness and things that the Bible talks about as sin. But because you don't do it openly, you want to judge these other people that do. Stop judging people for people that sin differently than you. We are not going to save anybody else through judgment. As Christians, we aren't going to help anybody else by judging them. We help them by loving them, by telling them we're messed up too. Even at my very best, I still don't deserve Jesus. Even at my very best, I don't deserve to go to heaven. But it is only through faith in Jesus Christ that I am redeemed. And how do we get there? There's a lot of interpretations of the Bible, right? That's why God says he judges your heart. Every man's heart, woman's heart is different. Only God knows what you've been through. Only God knows what those addicts have been through. Only God knows what those quote unquote sinners have been through. And if God wants to change them, and God's going to reach down and change them. Once they find God, that can inspire something in them. Maybe some people change overnight, but some people, it might take them 5, 10, 15, 20 years of working on themselves because we're in this flesh. We're in evil. And so if you think that you're just going to snap your fingers and no longer feel temptation, that you're not going to have evil desires in your heart, in your mind, then you're wrong. We're going to deal with it and we're going to fight against this evil for as long as we're on this earth. So stop judging people that sin differently than you. Stop it, man. It's not helping the cause. It's not helping spread the gospel. The gospel is the good news. Telling a drug addict they need to stop being a drug addict isn't going to help them. If you're overweight, not to walk up to you and tell you to stop being fat, is that going to help you? No. It's only through love. It's only through example. It's only through humbling yourself. If you think you can get to heaven through your own self-righteousness right now, that you're so perfect that you never sin and you could go punch your ticket, go ahead and try. Go ahead and try. I'm not trying. I'm not trying to do that. Bow down. I'm saved by grace. I'm only saved through Jesus Christ. Only saved through Jesus Christ. Stop telling sinners about their sin because you're a sinner too. That's why the church gets so much hate from people. I didn't learn about Jesus in the church. I learned about Jesus in a cell when all I had was a mat and a Bible, and God built a relationship with me throughout my life. And I'm not a traditional Christian. I'm a follower of Christ. I'm going to tell y'all right now, you think you're better than somebody else? You're not. You're just as bad as the drug addict. You're just as bad as the drunk. And I hope that you pray for forgiveness and get grace, and that you rely on Jesus Christ's righteousness and not your own righteousness.